Hi Flosstube family, my name is Sabrina and welcome to my channel Lady Marmalade in Stitches. It's been 2 weeks, so I'm trying to keep a fortnightly video going. So far so good, and it really just depends on how much stitching I get. Now, thank you to all of my subscribers. You know, you guys just rock. Thank you. It's because of you that it makes me want to do another video. So thank you. And all the comments, love the comments. And if you get a chance, please subscribe, hit the like button, and please let me know what country you're from. I would love to know where I have reached throughout the world. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, this technology, it's just great. And it gives me the opportunity also to share my hobby and the things that I do. And for those who are new to the channel, I am filming from Australia. So I live in the state of Victoria, just outside of Melbourne. Today is Monday the 4th of September and we are officially in spring and it's fantastic. The weather has started to warm up, except for today it's a little bit windy, but the weather has been really good. We do tend to have a lot of windy days in spring, so that is quite normal. We have the trees budding, the flowers are starting to come through. My partner has finally built a raised garden bed for me to plant my vegetables for the very first time here, so I can't wait. So we just need to put the last top layer of soil and then choose some seedlings, and it's a narrow bed but it's quite wide, so I should be able to fit a few different vegetables in there. I also grow herbs. I have like a hanging basket where I put all my herbs on a wall, and I usually every year I tend to grow parsley, basil, oregano and thyme. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the main ones that I tend to use. And so I plan to be in my little herbs section. I've got some rosemary growing in a pot, because if you plant rosemary in the ground it goes really crazy. So I keep it in a pot, so it just kind of keeps it at a reasonable height. It doesn't go crazy in a pot. So that's my next step, is to put my new herbs in and just watch them grow and use them nice and fresh. And that's what I like to do. And normally if I tend to get an abundance of herbs, what I do is I cut all the herbs and I wash it, chop it up, and I just tend to freeze it so that I can use it at a later date. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Now, in the past fortnight, it's been a fairly quiet fortnight. I mean, I'm at home, I don't do a great deal, and it depends how I feel. A lot of days I'm just feeling really yucky, and some days I'm feeling better and I do more. I had my children over on Saturday for dinner, and it was so good to see them. It was tiring because I did quite a bit of cooking and everything during the day, but it's worth it. I'm happy. I'm just happy to see them, and they live on the other side of Melbourne, so they're a good 15 minutes to an hour away from me. So it's not like they can just pop in and say, hi Mum, you know, pop in for a coffee or a tea. We normally have to organise a lunch or a dinner, and also have to work it around my partner's shifts because he does work most weekends. So it's always a battle to try and organise a date that suits everyone, but that's okay. Saw them, they're doing really well, and that's all that matters. So let's start. I'm just looking down at my notes just to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm going to start with my show and tell. So the first item I'd like to show you is a completed and framed memorabilia. This is my first and only memorabilia that I have finished. I am working on another memorabilia, but I had this framed. I finished it last year. So I'm just going to lean over to my left and pick it up. Now, before I show you, this one is called Silver Moon Tea. So that's the one that I have done in its entirety. I used to call for fabric as 16 count and all the called for threads and beads, and I did it exactly because that is how I wanted it to turn out. And this is it here. I had it professionally framed. Sorry for the glare. I'll see how I go. There we go. I might move up a little bit closer. So I've got quite a bit of glare coming through the window, which is good because it's a lot of light. So you can see all the beads just in her hair, on her shoulders, all around the moon. You've got just a cluster of beads. So that's it there. Sorry, there's really not much I can do about the glare, although it is like a museum glass, but it still glares. The matte board, I try to choose the closest to the darkest colour, which is in there, which is a grey. And I just chose a nice timber frame, just keeping it neutral with timber. I'm very happy with that. I love the colours with that one there. So that's my first and only memorabilia that I have finished. Now the next item that I would like to show you is another pastel painting that I did. Now I painted this at the request of my daughter. She chose the painting. Sorry, once again, sorry about the glare. And it's just flowers on a book, as you can see. So not much I can do about that glare. I hope you can see that. Let me know if you're having trouble seeing it. I just don't know how else to do it. So that's it there. She chose a frame and a matte board, which is just a light grey. So I did that for my daughter. Yeah, that was quite a few years ago. She's since moved out, of course, and she's in her own home. Her taste has changed. She won't put it up on the wall, so it's sitting in the cupboard. What else can I do? I've got other things that I would like to put on my wall, and yeah, it just sits in a cupboard gathering dust. But it was enjoyable doing anyway, because I do enjoy it. So the next thing, I'll just grab my notes again. The next thing I'd like to show you, I'll just move this because it's falling. Stay. Yep. The next thing I'd like to go through are my whips, and I worked on 6 whips this fortnight. I tend to work on my whips for 2 to 3 times, even 4 times, and then I like to move on. So you probably find that's quite common with me. And I'll go through all of my whips. I do have a new start. Yes, I decided to start. It's a fairly smallish one. I think I just need to finish just to mentally make me feel like I'm accomplishing something, because most of my whips are taking a lot longer to complete. But yeah, I'll show you that as I go through my whips. So the first one is my happy place, which is this one here. Now this is my focus piece, and I would like to have this done before we go away in our new caravan, and it's so cute. And I've been working on the caravan. So I have completed all of that. I completed all the sky, and I've been working on the caravan. So that's it there. As you can see the lights. Oh, look at that, is so cute. That was 3. I did write 3, but I've got a feeling I may have worked 4 times on this. There was quite a bit of stitching, probably more than I thought. So I'm just going to keep on going. I will finish the caravan in its entirety, and I'll start working on the, oh, there's my pin, on the background. So not too long. I really think that I'm going to finish this on time. I really do. A lot of it is block stitching, so it's not a complicated stitch at all. So yeah, but I am enjoying it. It's so cute, and I look forward to making it into a cushion. Now the next one was spun by the Will, and it's MEREJKA Christmas Carols. Now, I worked on this one 4 times, and let me tell you, I don't know what was going on with my brain. I made so many mistakes, and I had to undo what I did and do it again and undo what I did, and I just couldn't get it right. And you know what, after 4 days, that was it. I had enough. As beautiful as it is, I had to put it down because I was getting frustrated. So I finished those stars around there. I did all of that, finished all of her face. I probably still have some back stitching to do. I did her, I think it's a shawl or a bag, I'm not too sure, and I've started working on her jacket. So that's where I am at the moment. I won't take it out of the hoop because it's just situated properly. So I ended up finishing, so that goes right around those stars there. I finished all of that. I did more back stitching, and I finished stitching the cross stitches in her. I suppose it's just like a scarf or something covering her head. I did that. I made mistakes in that, and it came out, and it went in, and it came out, and I still made mistakes. I chose the wrong colour. I'm leaving it. I'm fine with it. I'm not going to touch it. And that's the beginning. That's her jacket. So, and I think that's kind of like the bottom of her jacket, just there. And you can see where I stopped, and because I was stitching, and I'm thinking, oh, have I made another counting error with these? No, I can't do it anymore, so I just put it down. But it's beautiful, it's comical, it's just lovely. So this is the MEREJKA Christmas Carol. Now the next one I stitched on was, let's see, I'll pop that away. That's part of the MEREJKA. So I've got everything just in a laundry basket here. I've got nowhere to place things, so that's the only way I can do it. So excuse me while I lean over. All right, the next one is CAROLYN Manning, and it's Shooting Star Collection. That's it there. So I'm doing the big one there. And it's stitched on 18 count Ada, which is called Blood Orange from the Stitching Spot. I started this in September 2022. Now I forgot to tell you about the others, and I've just realized. Now my happy place with the caravan is a 14 count, which came with the kit, and I'm using the kit floss. The MEREJKA Christmas Carol is a 16 count fabric, which came with the kit, with all the kit floss. Sorry about that. So that's it there. So yeah, worked on this 4 times. I'm almost at the bottom. Sorry, I'm just going to try and put something behind it. Now, do I have it the right way? No, it's this way. So I'm working down there. So as you can see, I'm almost at the bottom. Lovely colours coming up. I'll definitely finish the bottom, and I'll start working in the centre and then work my way down in that column there. So that's 1, 2, 3 and a partial page almost completed. Isn't that beautiful? The colours are just gorgeous. Wow, look at that. This is great stitching when I just can't think, and I just pull this out all the time. It's such an easy stitch. Triangles, diamonds, perfect for my brain when it's not working properly. All right, my new start. Now my new start, oh, I still got some threads hanging out. Let me just pop them in. Is in this bag here. Now, unfortunately, I can't remember where I got this from, and there's no tag, but I did buy it from an Etsy shop. It's just a vinyl fronted bag, really cute, just the right size. I'm going to pull the pattern out of the plastic bag because it's a little bit glary here today. I have my little dog sitting there in her bed and she's been really good. She's a little dog, she's so sweet. I might call her up before the end of the show. She's such a good dog. So this is Indigo Lane by the Blue Flower. There we go. This was in my stash already kitted. So I decided to do that. I love working on these type of designs. Very simple. So that's when I decided to start. I'll just pop this back in the bag so that I don't lose it or squish it or anything like that. So I worked on this 3 times. I actually worked a bit more on this last night. Now the fabric, sorry, everything's falling. That's what happens when you don't have room. The fabric, let me pop this down, is weathered, and it's an 18 count Ada, and it's by number 123 Stitch Co. It's an Australian business on Etsy, so you can find her there. She has quite a few different dyed Adas, linens, even weaves. So I bought this from her, and this is where I'm at. So I've completed all of that. I was working on this last night and I just got a bit too tired. There's only one, there's a duplication of that, which is just there. That's the roof of the house. And if I just bring this up here, just to give you an idea. Is that working? Okay, so I've done all of that. I've started the roof of the house. I'm going to work down. I'm actually going to do the tree, bring this over, start doing the house and kind of work my way across there. That's a plan. Now I think this fabric has shrunk and it's more like a 19 or 20 count, I noticed, but I'm still using 2 strands because I love the fullness. I really have to have fullness in my cross stitches. I don't like the one thread look. That's me. It's my personal taste. People who want to use one thread, they can do whatever. You've got to do whatever pleases you. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. My next whip is Sailboat. Now this was called with my wheel, and the Sailboat was one that I had stalled on because of the fabric, the kit fabric. That's it there, and it's really beautiful. Like, I love those teals, the colors there, the reflection on the water. It's absolutely beautiful. So I had stalled on this, and when it came up on the wheel, I had to decide what I was going to do. So I pulled it up. I had thought about it, and I decided to change the fabric. Now I'm just going to show you the original one. This is where I was up to. Now I hadn't done much. I might just fold it in, maybe in half, because it is quite transparent. Now have I got it the right way? No, it's inside out. I'll get there. Don't you worry. You hang on there. Don't go. Don't leave me yet. I'm going to work this out. That's what I had done. Just part of the sailboat there, the sail, and I had started on the sky, but I really didn't like the fabric. I'm just going to toss it away. I am not going to use this ever. It's just a horrible fabric. So I chose a 16 count from Stash. It didn't have a card, so I can't tell you where I bought this from. It's 16 count. I keep having threads hanging down when I'm working from it. And I've decided to start from the bottom. So I've done a bottom start. I'm just filling in this colour. There's quite a bit of this colour in the water, and it kind of goes through there. So really happy with it now. Wish I had done it a bit earlier. But you know, I think when you start something, you want to make sure, because you've put a lot of work into it, and I wanted to make sure I was making the right decision, and I sure did. 16 count. I've got a feeling this may be called French lace. It's got a touch of green. It looks like it just a hint of green in it. It's a beautiful fabric, easy to stitch on. So that's my choice. To put it in perspective for you, I'll just pull this out again. I am starting on the bottom there, and you can see where all that green is. So that's what I've decided to do. I just decided to start at the bottom for something different. No reason at all. That's something different. Just start on some different colours. So the next one is, we'll move this, is the Lord's Prayer. Now, I worked on the Lord's Prayer once. I plan to work on it tonight because I would like to get some more of the words done. I'll just pull out a picture of it. It's a biggie, but it's beautiful. Absolutely love it. So that's the Lord Prayer. I started from the center. I'm just trying to see if I got the right side. I started from the center. I've worked down, I've worked across, and now I'm working back up again. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So this is stitched on 18 count Ada. So I'm just going to pop this back in the bag so I don't lose it. I say, don't go away, stay with me. 18 count Ada, called All the Things from Mystic Fabrics. I started this in June 2022. It was a birthday gift from my partner, and he bought me all the silk threads and everything, the needlepoint threads. It's a lovely one. So that's it there. So the border was about here. I'm bringing the border up. I've started to, so that was stitched, and I'm just finishing the word power, and then I'm going to move up here. I want to complete the word kingdom and also bring this up. So I would ideally like to finish at that point there. I won't pull it out of the hoop because it's kind of situated really well. I'm happy to pull it out next time once I've completed the kingdom, the word kingdom, so you can kind of see how it's traveling in its, in its entirety. It's beautiful. I'm so excited to have this completed. It's such a beautiful stitch. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my phone, and I've put I don't know what I've done with my little book, my little list. I'm just going to have to use my brain. So let's see how we go. My plan is to continue with to continue with my caravan. So that is a focus until finished. Once my Happy Place caravan piece is completed, I am going to focus on the Lord's Prayer because I would like that finished. I may be able to get that finished if I focus on it. I may be able to get it close to a finish or a finish by the end of the year, hoping that I will do that. Now I'm going to spin the wheel, and we are going to choose 2 more projects that I will work on. So these will definitely be worked on, plus whatever else I want to do during the 2 weeks. So I'll just bring up the wheel. So I'm just spinning the wheel. Shining fish. Oh, that's so good. I was so hoping that it would come up. I've been wanting to work on this one. Now, do I have it here? I thought I did. Sorry, I thought I took all of them out. You'll see it next time. Shining fish. Let me just double check because I thought I had all of them out. Maybe not. Okay. Shining fish. It's a beautiful one. It's a sentiment which is a sentiment for my children, and it's on the dark navy fabric. I'm sorry, I thought I had all of the patterns out, so I don't know what I've done with it. I thought it was here in a basket, but it's not. But Shining Fish, I was really hoping to work on that one. I'm hoping to work right across the top of that. You'll see it in my next floss tube, so stay tuned. I'm going to spin the wheel once more. Okay, so the next one is She Sleeps, and for some reason I don't have that here either. I don't know what I've done. It's a MEREJKA She Sleeps, and it's a full coverage, so I'm going to work on her a bit more. If I can get 500 stitches put into her, I am going to be happy. Very sorry for not being very coordinated in here. Yeah, I thought I had everything, but you know, sometimes it doesn't always work out the way you plan it, but that's okay. That's absolutely fine. So it'll be my Happy Place caravan piece. It'll be the Shining Fish pattern, and it'll be She Sleeps by MEREJKA. So they will be definitely the three that I will be working on in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned and see how it goes. Now I would like to, I'm going to pop on my glasses because I've got some purchases here I'd like to go through, but I won't be able to read it and tell you what it is if I don't put my glasses on. So excuse me while I do that. This is what happens with old age. You've got to wear these. I never wore glasses when I was younger, but I have to now. I have to wear glasses so that I can see. Now I purchased this from a Stash Unload. It's a 16 count. I'm going to open it up, but there it is there. It's called Flamingo. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I love my pinks as well. Yeah, I'm a pink girl. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the colours on that. I love that. I've got to find something to work on that. I've got something in mind. Maybe even like a monochromatic type of piece to work on here, I think would work really well. But that's beautiful. I loved it when I saw it. I definitely had to buy it. And I also purchased Courage by Cottage Garden. That's lovely. Purchased that. This is the Biscornu that I didn't print last time, so I printed it this time. It's called Bowler. Let's start again. Polar Friends Biscornu by the Floss Box. And the Floss Box is on Etsy. Isn't that cute? I have some natural fabric like that, so that's exactly how I want to do it. I might be doing this one next. I really like this one. That's really cute. I've purchased a 3-tiered tray to put here, just behind me. And I'm going to put all my little Biscornus and little decorations, so you'll be able to see it transform as I add to it. So that was one of my purchases. My next purchase, Laura from I Stitch Birds had sent me a link. Cheeky, she's a cheeky girl. You know, I can't resist Laura. I'm too weak. But how can you resist that? Look at the colours. I am so wanting to start this. This is just beautiful. I don't have a project that is so bright like this one. So thank you, Laura. I was so happy. When she showed me, I popped it into the cart and I thought I'll have a look at it the next day. So when I got up, as usual, I have my coffee, I sit down and I thought, oh, let me take a look at this pattern again. And when I saw it, I thought, yeah, it's definitely a purchase. So it's by Vitaliya Mischuk. Sorry, Vitaliya. That's the name there. So that's it there. So I purchased those two patterns. Also from the Stash Unload, this beautiful lady who I purchased from, she gave me this gorgeous card. You know, that was such a lovely thing to do. So thank you. I won't mention her name because I haven't asked if I could. but she'll know if she's watching this. And I just purchased this little piece, and this will be good for like a biscornu. So that's it there. It's a bit darker, that's it, that's more the colour. It's an 18 count, of course. So I purchased this for, yeah, little smalls and things like that. I also purchased, this is really pretty. I'd like to do this one and put it on my tier tray. Little House Needleworks. And this is called A Stitcher's Heart. Oh, it was a Nashville market release in 2012. So it's been out for a while, but that's really pretty. Would like to do that one. And I also got a freebie. So she had some freebies as well. And I chose just that one there. I thought that was really cute. So that would be nice to pop on the tier tray. So I'd like to just decorate it with a lot of my cross stitching things. I know I've got a tray of small cushions, but this will be other little decorative items that I would like to do. I actually bought it from Temu. It was quite well priced, and it's just a nice white, almost rustic timber tray. It's really pretty. Now from Stash Unload, I also purchased Nora Corbett Gemini with all the beads. I'm not a Gemini, but my daughter is, and I would actually like to stitch this for her. So that's a plan for her. So Gemini by Nora Corbett. So it was good that it came with all the beads, so I don't have to worry about that. I purchased this from Amazon, Jim Shaw, and it's called, what is it called? I don't know, 12 days, it's on the back. This is Jim Shaw, 12 days, 14 count Ada, all the threads, and they are like quite little beads, but little round things. Not sure where that would go. So that's a Jim Shaw one to go to my collection. I would like to do that. I've had my eye on this one for a while. So that was from Amazon. I purchased this Janlynn kit. Now this one's called Winter Windmill. I purchased this on eBay from an overseas person overseas. It was well priced, but I love that mood. Isn't that beautiful? Like quite often when you're looking at it, it's like a piece of art, as I've said before. When you're looking at it, it's the mood, it's the colours that just draw you in. And this drew me in. The type of fabric that it has, it's 14 count Ada with cotton floss. It's a creamy coloured Ada and all the floss there as well. So that's the Janlynn. Beautiful mood in that one there. I also purchased this on eBay, and I just love this, and I want to stitch them all on one piece of fabric. I'm not going to use this fabric at all, and sorry, I'm just looking at the name of it. It's called Stitcheree Designs Frogs Collection. How cute are they? I want to stitch them all on one piece. I'm going to choose my own fabric. I won't be using the white. I'm going to choose something really pretty, but I will use their threads. I'm happy to use all of that, but I'm going to change the fabric up. So there are 4 here. He's kind of hanging off or trying to climb up. There's that one there. He's hiding behind a piece of tree trunk, and then there's that one there. How cute. That was really cute. I will stitch those ones. The next kit I purchased was from the Stash Unload in Australia as well. I paid a bit for this, quite a lot. It's from 1994, and the reason I purchased this was not only did I like it, and I have nothing like this in my stash, but 1994 is a year that my beautiful daughter was born. So I purchased Christmas Gold Collection. I love that. I absolutely love that. Is such a unique design. I wouldn't want to change anything in that. Antique Santa Tree by Dimensions. So I paid a bit for this naturally because it's obviously a hard to come by pattern. I'm just going to pull out the inside. Now this actually looks like an 18 count cream Ada. The threads will need to be sorted. So 18 count. I don't know if I'll use this. I might even choose a different colour. That's kind of where I'm heading. I might choose something different. I might not. I'm going to put the threads against the fabric that I choose. And you've got little stars just here that are added to it. So that's that. Let me know what you think. Should I keep this fabric and use this cream fabric so that all the colours pop? Or should I choose a different fabric? If you could please let me know in the comment box. That would be really good. Should I go white? Or should I choose a hand-dyed fabric, which is just a slight modelling? Like, you wouldn't want too much because it would distract from all the colours. So if you could let me know, I would really appreciate that. You kind of helped me make up my mind. Now, I got a few more freebies from Stash Unload. All I had to do was pay for postage, and I really appreciate the person who actually put these up for free. Really do appreciate it, so thank you. I purchased this as a cross-stitch collection. So I didn't purchase, sorry. I grabbed this one here. I really like that scene. What I'm planning to do, because I have a few magazines, I'm going to go through them and cut out the patterns that I'm going to keep and put them in a plastic sleeve, because there's no point keeping all the whole magazine in its entirety once you've read it. Well, that's my point of view, so I'm going to just cut out what I want. That one there, that's the reason why I bought it. So that's by Joan Elliott, Christmas Angel. I really like that one there, but I've just noticed there's also that one, that Santa that I might cut out and keep as well. So grab that one there. She was also giving away this one here. I really like that one there, and that is so cute. I might even do that. Very cute. And what I thought was interesting was this one at the bottom, different colours. So I grabbed that one there as well. And this was another Joan Elliott that kind of caught my eye. So I also grabbed this magazine. Now this one is called Christmas Rose Angel. I love Joan Elliott. I really do love her. I have one, which if you might remember, I almost started. I'm actually thinking of properly starting that one. So I grabbed that one as well. So that was everything for my purchases. I have also just started a new, now it's not knitting, crochet, brain freeze, crochet throw. Beautiful brand new crochet throw. I'm going to show you that next week because I want to get a few of the granny squares going so I can show you what I've done. It's beautiful. It's got blues and greys and beautiful rose pinks. It's just, I have like 2 bags of different colours that are going to make up this beautiful throw. I purchased this, you want to hear something funny? I purchased this 2 years ago now. 2 years ago I was quite ill, and I remember, and I do remember looking at it, but I don't remember purchasing it. I completely forgot that I purchased it. I go back towards the beginning of the year, and I kind of just flicked through my Etsy, because I purchased this on Etsy, and I flicked through my Etsy purchases, and I thought, oh, I've got this beautiful crochet throw, you know, in my purchases. I hadn't downloaded it. I completely forgot. Well, I downloaded it. I've printed it off. I purchased all of the wool from a UK wool warehouse, because they were actually the best price with delivery. So I purchased everything. They had everything that I needed for this particular pattern. So I purchased everything from the UK. It's arrived. I've gathered everything for the first section. All the walls are out, all the colours. I only did one granny square just to get the feel of it. That was all. And I will continue to crochet the granny squares throughout the fortnight, and I'll show you next fortnight. So at least I've got something to show you. I'll show you this beautiful design. I mean, I love it. So it's going to go in my living area where I've got this grey kind of owl shaped lounge. So that's where it's going to go. So a bit of crochet in the works. That's all I have to show you. So once again, thank you to everyone for watching my Flosstube. It's been a pleasure to film. I really enjoy doing all this. I enjoy talking about all of this. I plan to film another Flosstube in 2 weeks, all going well, depending how much I stitch. It may be 3 weeks. That's the plan. Now, I'm going to say goodbye. Everyone stay safe, keep smiling. Bye for now.